Hello and welcome to the Rupee Rakshak news of 8th September 2023. I am your host Raghu Rao. This is our 4th episode from the Rupee Rakshak newsroom. I hope you are doing very well. This week, we are going to bring you important news from the markets and essential information that you need to manage your money. Rupee Rakshak news is coming to you from the newsroom of FinMo, a SEBI-registered investment advisor. The coming week is going to be a very exciting week in the Indian markets and beyond. The entire world is coming to India for the G20 summit on 9th and 10th September, followed by a special session of the Parliament on 18th September. Who knows what is in store? So you have heard of the double engine government, but have you heard of the double engine investment? In case of mutual funds, there is an expert fund manager who does all the research and creates a mutual fund scheme to invest your money in select stocks and bonds. And in rupeerakshak.com mutual fund baskets, the FinMo research team does all the hard work and then selects those mutual fund schemes that are the best in the industry. So the Rupee Rakshak research coupled with the fund manager of the mutual fund are the double engines that are going to move your money in the right direction to get you sooner to your financial goal. So now let us look at the mutual fund updates for this week. In the mutual fund updates of this week, NS Venkatesh of Amphi predicts mutual fund AUM will reach 100 lakh crore by 2030 from 40 lakh crore that is today. Zerodha MF prepares to launch its inaugural 2 schemes and it has filed the draft documents with SEBI. The domestic institutional investor data for last week shows that the DIIs invested 10,072 crores in the equity markets this week. Here are the advisory mutual fund baskets from Rupee Rakshak. In the baskets for men, we have some interesting baskets based on the goals that you have in your life, such as a dream home, a dream vacation or a dream car, or if you want to retire in 10 or 20 years, or a startup fund to start your own business. Similarly for women, we have baskets where you can invest to achieve your financial goals of dream vacation, a dream home or a dream car, or again to retire in 10 or 20 years or to be self-reliant. If you want to invest for your kids, education or marriage, or even a startup for them tomorrow, we have a mutual fund basket for you. Rupee Rakshak mutual fund baskets bring you an MF portfolio basket for every need of yours, such as saving for an emergency or saving for foreseen expenses, such as our annual expense fund, or if you just want to beat the fixed deposit by investing in our FD beating funds. Mohan, some of the viewers ask us, I already invest in mutual funds through a mutual fund distributor or an AMC. So why should I invest through rupeerakshak.com mutual fund baskets?
It is very true, Raghu, that today there are a lot of mutual fund advisors and who has been servicing the clients also from many years. And clients also have a very good relationship with these mutual fund advisors because they have built their AUM. People who are investing 5,000, 10,000 per month, today they are sitting on 20, 30 lakhs kind of, and they feel that it is because of the mutual fund advisors or the discipline that they have brought in with the clients. Because of them, it has grown. So, mutual fund advisors you should have, or the mutual fund distributors that you should have. So, one point of clarification that we should do is that mutual fund advisor, though it is called advisory, it is basically a reselling. So, reason being, mutual fund advisor actually makes commissions out of those schemes, and it is good. You should pay commissions because he is servicing you. The question is, can a independent or individual mutual fund advisor would be as good as a company with a big research team with technology and everything being there, and to be able to understand which scheme to actually advise to you,
particularly for your goals and needs.
Absolutely. We have 40 plus mutual fund companies. Each of these companies have more than 100 plus schemes, There are open-ended schemes, closed-ended schemes, there are equity-related schemes, there are debt schemes, means fixed income related schemes, then there are hybrid schemes, there are income schemes. So, the plenty of options are there, and it is very difficult for somebody to go and pick something what is right for them. The goals are, the financial future has to be secured. Now, if I have kids, I know that he will become 18 years, I know that they will grow up, I know that I have to fund for his education, I have to know that I have to conduct his marriage, I have to secure his future also. Even after marriage, there are people who are spending for kids. So, the question is, how do I do that? And I grow old. And I know if I am 50 years, after 10 years I will become 60, I will not have the same energy to earn or work for life or money. So, I should secure my retirement, I should have a corpus, I should have funds to take care of my daily income, and I should not depend on my kids. But how will you do that? That is the requirement. Now, your requirement is your retirement fund, your requirement is your kids' education fund, future for your financial future, and for which you are investing in mutual funds. So, down the line 20 years, 50 years, 15 years, you should have that money that is required for you. Normally, that requires a planning. And to ensure that next 20 years you are in the right scheme, that actually helps you grow, and it is actually capturing the growth of the stock market. That particular scheme should capture that, and it should result into the growth of your money, so that you have sufficient fund. So, this requires lot of research, lot of capabilities to keep changing the schemes. Normally, people what they do, they will see the historical performance. Whichever scheme currently last 3 years is highest return it is giving, I will choose that scheme. But that is actually backward looking. So, what we should do is, research is something always forward looking. You should expect what will do well, which schemes will do well in the next 3 years. And different fund managers of different mutual fund companies have different views. It is based on their view. If they think telecom will do very well, they will increase. So, they are making changes. But an advisor who is advising you which scheme to buy, he should know what will do well in the next 5 years, accordingly make changes. So, what will, according to our research, makes a good return in next 5 years, after 2 years it may change. Then we might have to change the schemes. So, the real crux of growing your money is in predicting what will do well in future, and also making sure that you make those changes. So, normally a mutual fund advisor who is dependent on the mutual fund companies or whoever the platforms that he is associated with, he is dependent on information, knowledge from such companies. So, he is basically advising based on his experience, not exactly, not everybody I am talking about. If they are really good people, you should continue to be with them, but it is important to be with someone who has good research capabilities, because it is your retirement, it is your kids' future. So, you have to do well. When that real time comes for you to retire, there has to be the required amount. See, not just investment, even planning. So, a SEBI registered advisor, company like FinMo or any such companies, will always do customer specific requirements. We look at what is good for you, and there is a fee that is charged for that extra. There is going to be distribution if there is a distributor that you are using. The transactional cost will be there, but what is very important is that you are actually progressing towards your goal. You know exactly what is requirement and whether it is progressing. That is a very specialized thing. Highly qualified people can do that. And that is why you should choose an advisor who is SEBI registered, who has the right kind of research capabilities, who can ensure that over a period of time there are right changes that are happening in your portfolio, and you are moving towards reaching your goal.
Okay. That's the mutual fund updates for you this week. To see the mutual fund baskets in action, visit rupeerakshak.com. And if you like this news, subscribe to Rupee Rakshak News channel on YouTube. Thank you for watching Rupee Rakshak News.